From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Cincinnati Bengals. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw. Let's go. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
McSorley, 1st and 10. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Throwing again on 2nd down. McSorley. He hits Jermaine Kearse. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Quickstone, Travis. Hey, Irvin.
Here's McSorley on 1st and 10. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's a gain of 14.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Ready, kid.
Looking to throw on 1st and 10. Here's McSorley. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The sack by Jordan Willis. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play. Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Following the field goal on his Locke Edwards to kick it away.
The Bengals take over. Let's go. Let's go. 25-yard line. Down. 60 or. Blue down. Check 50. Ready?
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Fournette. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
This will be fielded at the 17. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more.
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department, as this remains a 6-3 score. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Check, 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 check. 5.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 24, McSorley. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Here's McSorley now, 3rd and long. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, McSorley. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now McSorley. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there as they move the chains. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Check. Topper.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there. The Cardinals going to use the 1st of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the 1st half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. Badgley able to punch this one through. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder Are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Locke. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Ready?
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
McSorley from the shotgun. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here's McSorley to throw, and he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. They're in the 2nd quarter now in Oakland. And it's now the Bears leading by a couple of touchdowns in that one. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
On 2nd and 11 now. Locke. Pressure comes, and down he goes. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. McSorley sets to pass. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Throwing is McSorley. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking deep for Hilton. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, No flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Here we go. Tate Reed. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll punt it away for the second time.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. Let's go. Rush in.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
On second and 11 now. Locke. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there. First down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Down.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
They can't hang with us. 61. Matchbox lights. Check.
And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Set 18 Gator. Protein spill. Snap.
On first and 10, here's Locke. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
15 line. Come on, let's go.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Like how they started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. A handoff to Fournette. The Pro Bowler Chris Harris is in on the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On third and long, it's Locke. Got a man. It's his tight end, Lance Kendricks. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Ready? Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You remember me? You remember me?
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And the Bengals on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Leo, get it.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And a lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. 70, Indy. Here we go. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Let's go.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing on 2nd down, McSorley. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Fournette. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he'll go down, and that will do it. for the third quarter of action. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Hey, let go.
Now Locke throwing on second down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 60 outlaw.
Here's McSorley on 1st and 10. Complete outright to Kurz. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st and 10. Here's McSorley. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
36. Get it.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Focus, defense, focus. 49, check 49.
On 3rd down, it's McSorley. He finds his man Johnson. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, here's McSorley. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Jermaine Kurz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. McSorley once more looks to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
But they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the run. Go. Deep river.
On play action. Lock. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That was Jordan Poyer, the safety, in for the sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
From midfield, here's Locke. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
On the set. 26-yard line. Line 54. And we're pretty close.
On first down, Locke. And incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On third down, Locke. Boy, stays up. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. 8, read. Switch up. Get it.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now McSorley. The grab made by Curse over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll set up a throw. He'll find Thielen, work in the middle. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Room to run past midfield. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. The Cardinals on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is McSorley. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on